Hey, welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, Bitdefender Small Business Ambassador and publisher of zoneofgenius.com. Today, I want to talk about the new updates that QuickBooks Online has, the initial confusion, and kind of like, this is a lot of overload of the dashboard. But I realized the gem in this, I don't know if this is why they're doing it, but something interesting you want to learn about. By the way, my name is Ramon Ray. As I said, Bitdefender Small Business Ambassador. When you go home at night, you click lock the door of your house to keep out any malicious people who may want to get in there and steal or take away or harm your family. When you get out of your car, you beep, beep, lock the door of your car because your car is worth value. What about your business? Is your small business protected? I encourage you to check out bitdefender.com/Ramon, bitdefender.com/Ramon to check out Bitdefender Small Business Security Solutions, ultimate small business security solutions for your business. Did you know hackers want your business? Malicious attacks are going to come against your business. Spyware, ransomware, all these things are gunning for your business, but make sure your business is as safe as it can be with Bitdefender Small Business Security Solutions. So let's dive into it. I went and opened my QuickBooks Online portal recently, and it was changed. It was different. Now, QuickBooks all the time is evolving slowly but surely in a good way. You know, it's always updating things. That's one of the advantages of these online cloud applications. Full disclosure, of course, I've been using QuickBooks for years, like some of you have. I'm over 50 years old. I've been in business for 30-something years, so I recall getting QuickBooks from the floppy diskettes. You put that in there, and all that was there was the register. And, of course, there was reporting and things, but it wasn't all fancy like it is today. So recently I opened my QuickBooks Online portal, and boom, everything was changed. Everything was different. Now, I had received an email from Intuit QuickBooks about this some time ago, or a few days or whatever time it was before it happened, kind of warning me some updates and things. But at first I was a bit overwhelmed. I was like, whoa, I just want to see my bank records. I just want to see how much money I have and a few of the details. But then it got me thinking, maybe this is exactly what I need to mature in business and to begin and to keep building a better business. Now, full disclosure, I've started 5 companies, sold 3 companies, authored 5 books, motivational keynote speaker, and working with the best brands in the world to help them build connectivity, authenticity, and credibility to their communities. And of course, Intuit QuickBooks knows what it's doing. It has thousands and thousands of staff that deal with UX, user experience, and usability and design. But the point is, I saw this interface and I was like, whoa, this is a bit much. But then I realized so many businesses, they're just running like a little rat, as I do too often, and not pausing, not taking the time to understand what are the speeds and feeds of their business. So here's the nugget of the day today. Instead of feeling overwhelmed about the QuickBooks Online interface, I'm like, no, let me take the time and dive into this. And I realized all the things that were there before, but I didn't notice, I didn't look at. And this is what the new QuickBooks Online interface forces you to do, to look at the new information, the new insights, or the new positioning, new structure of QuickBooks Online. But it's in 2 areas. One, there's the financial area, and I'm going to dive into that a bit. But then 2, also there's the business operational things, especially focused on the marketing and sales with their with their relatively recent purchase of MailChimp, integrating it more tighter. So not only do you know the speeds and feeds of your business, but you also know more about the customer side of your business to help you make better insights. So the nugget of the day today, don't feel overwhelmed about the dashboard. There is virtually unlimited ways that you can update and you can customize the dashboard for your business. Most of us are not looking at the reports. We're not looking at the data behind our business. We're just running it saying, hey, what's in my bank account? And is there more money in my bank account that I can pay myself with and pay the expenses I have when we go along? But that's not the way to run a proper business. We should be leveraging these reports and insights for intelligence to know how to grow and scale our business. It's a few reports, in fact, that we should be looking out on a regular basis. And let me dive into some of these reports. One, our profit and loss statement. And of course, QuickBooks Online. And if you're using Zoho Books, if you're using Wave Accounting, if you're using FreshBooks, other financial tools you're using, they have these reports as well. So the profit and loss statement, it shows revenue, expenses, and net profit or loss over a period of time. Why does this matter? This kind of reporting really helps you see if your business is profitable, which is the way we want our business, where money is coming from and where your money is being spent. You need to know this. And I would say you should review this on a monthly basis, if not more frequently. And of course, quarterly and yearly for a bigger picture. Understand what money is coming in, understand what money is coming out, but don't stop there. Also, you should be looking on a regular basis on your balance sheet, which is a snapshot of what your business owns, the assets your business has, and the liabilities, the credit card debt or other things that your business owes, and the equity that you as the owner have at a given point in time. The beauty of a balance sheet, it really shows your financial stability and whether you can cover your debts with your assets. Lenders and investors are going to want to look closely at this. You should look at this also on a regular basis. The balance sheet is important, and you can find that as well in QuickBooks Online and, of course, other financial software as well. Your cash flow statement is really important. It shows the actual inflows and outflows, the ebbs and flows of cash, which is different from profit, which can include non-cash items. So this cash flow statement is important because you could be making, $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month, but you could be expending $12,000, which means you're losing $2,000 every single month. So you want to weekly, especially if cash is tight, look at your cash flow statement. Another thing that's important is fancy word AR, or accounts receivable aging report. This shows who owes you money, how much they owe you, and how long invoices have been outstanding. Now, why does this matter? It helps you help you find, identify, look at overdue payments and keep cash flowing. One of the banes, the challenges of running a small business is people owe you money and you're wondering why you don't have the money because you're not invoicing properly. You should be looking at this on a regular basis. Who owes you money and why aren't they paying you? And look at solutions to have them pay you on a regular basis. What about accounts payable aging report? What it shows who you owe money to and how soon those payments are due. It helps you manage your cash outflows. What about your sales reports? What are you selling by product, by service, or by customer? Who's your best customer? Who's your most profitable customer? Understanding the sales cycle of your business. This is important as well. What about your expense reports? What are the highest things that are most expensive in your business? What are the things that are recurring mostly in your business? This impacts your cash flow. And understanding your expense reports, it lets you control cost and see if spending aligns with your budget. Another thing is budgets versus actuals. It compares your budgeted numbers to your actual performance. These are just 8 reports, but these are the things that will help take your business to the next level. So again, I opened up QuickBooks Online. At first I was confused, like, ooh, this is overwhelming. But then I realized this is not overwhelming. This is exactly what I need to take my business to the next level. So I'm looking at QuickBooks Online right now. It says, good morning, Ramon. I wonder if it says good evening if I log on in a few hours. And there's some tabs at the top which have accounting, expenses and pay bills. Expenses and pay bills, sales and get paid, customers, team, time, inventory, sales tax, business tax, lending, payroll, marketing, all these things it has right at the top. There's little diamonds next to the payroll, so I'm not sure if these are added, premium things, has marketing. And then you have the business feed. It shows me the overdue invoices. I have about 6,000 overdue invoices. It shows me profit and loss. We talked about that. Auto-filling expenses keeps your record organized. Forwarding emails to auto-fill transactions can help you cut down on manual work. It has a little tab here, create actions, get paid online, create invoice, record, record expenses, add bank deposit, and more. You then have your business at a glance, sales and get paid funnel. What invoices have not been paid yet? What invoices have been paid in the last 30 days? What money has been deposited in the last 30 days? What's been here for a while, of course, in many years, the bank accounts I have and how much money I have inside of each one of them or how much money is not inside of them. The profit and loss I have year to day, or I can quickly do profit and loss for a certain particular quarter, how much money's come in, how much money's come out. My expenses, I have that right here. Cash flow trend. You can see the cash flow in my business. Is it good or is it not good? And if it's not good, why is it not? You can see the invoices here. What invoices? You can drill down more. Sales trends there, a graph right there. The integrations you have. Accounts receivable, we talked about that. What are the accounts receivable? Deposit trackers, mileage, and more. Some things may not be applicable to your business, But the point I want to get you today, as I was at first like, whoa, this dashboard's large. Instead, large and so much data. Take the time to go through this and realize you need to be looking at this on a regular basis so you know how your business is operating and how it's not operating. My name is Ramon Ray, and I want to know what you think about today's Rundown with Ramon. Hope it was enlightening to you. And again, if you're not using QuickBooks Online, maybe using other software financial applications, no problem. Same principle. Look at the dashboard, but don't just have your eyes glaze over as mine initially did. Let this be a tools to help you get better insight in your business, make better decisions in your business to grow your business and take it to the next level. Once again, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. And I hope you've learned today. Get to know me better at zoneofgenius.com. Don't forget to sign up. Don't miss out. Go to zoneofgenius.com. Sign up for our email newsletter. You'll get a little pop-up, or you can see it if you scroll down, or you go to zoneofgenius.com/subscribe. This episode, as I said, is brought to you by Bitdefender Small Business, Bitdefender Ultimate Small Business Security Solutions. Check out bitdefender.com/Ramon, bitdefender.com/Ramon. Make sure your business is as secure as it can be. You lock your doors at night, lock your car doors. What about making sure your business is secure as well? Thanks for being here on another episode of The Rundown with Ramon.